Hi guys, this is Ms. Hong. Today is April 6th, Monday. Happy Monday. Today we will do the quadratic function. We will keep working on it. But when you have a vertex form like this, right? We already know how to do this. So you know how to get the vertex, right? So in the parentheses, we change the sign. So you will get H for that. And then from the outside, you just take the number. So K. Then that's the vertex, right? But what if the quadratic function is not vertex form? Just like this, right? We don't call this as the vertex form. That's the vertex form, right? This one with parentheses and square. But then how do you know the vertex from here? You should have something, but we don't know how to get it. So today you will learn how to find the vertex. But I split the lesson to like 2 different lessons about this one. So today we will talking about the axis of symmetry. So from the vertex x coordinate, this H, that is your axis of symmetry, right? So today we will find that one, axis of symmetry, and tomorrow using axis of symmetry we will get K. All right, so first of all, we call this is a standard form, ax squared plus bx plus c. And A, always when I talk about, guys, what is A? Then that means the coefficient of quadratic term. So x squared and the number right in front of it, that is A, okay? And the x and the number right in front of x, including the sign, all right? So do you see plus here? So if B is plus, positive number, then you just have B. If this is minus, then you need to include the sign, all right? And plus C, then that's C, the constant, all right? So first, we will find the ABC from the function. So look at this. So this is x squared, A. I want to get A. That was what? Your number in front of x squared. So that is just 2, right? And then your B, that is the number right in front of your x, which is 3. But look at the sign. That's positive 3, all right? So you just write 3 for that. And C, whatever number you have in the at the end, and there's no variable, just the number. We call that's the constant, right? So that's 4, like this. So let's look at number 2, this one. Then for here, do you see any number? Nothing. Nothing means 1, right? So it's 1 for this. And then what about B? The number right in front of x, nothing here, same, positive 1, right? And my C is negative 1, like that, okay? And then the next one, I want to get A, which is the number in front of x squared. So x squared, it's right here, and then you have only negative sign. So that means my A is negative 1, all right? And then my B. B is not just the second one. What did I say? B is the number in front of x, right? So you need to go to x. Your x is this, right? So that's your x here. So you need to write that one. It's not in order. If the function is not in order, then you can write it in order. Then that's probably easier for you. So square and minus 5x plus 10, like this. Then now you can say A, B, C. If that is not in order, then you need to arrange it, right? So this is, P is negative 5. Do you see it? Minus 5, so we need to use negative 5. And my C, that is just a number, constant, which is positive 10. Or you can convert it in order, highest to the lowest, which is the constant. And after that, you can just take the number only, okay? And look at this one. So if I rewrite it as an order, then you can do x squared minus 3x. But you don't have constant, right? Nothing for that. So A, then my A is the number here, which is 1. And my B is the number in front of x. So negative 3. And for C, nothing. Then what? You write 0. All right? Your B could be 0 also. So like, for example, if I get x squared plus 10, right? Then my A is 1. My B, nothing. I don't have B. So for this one, A is 1, B is 0, your C is 10. But can A be 0? No, because that's quadratic. If A is 0, then what happened? You don't have x squared anymore. Then that's not quadratic, that's linear. So A cannot be 0, but B or C, they can be 0. Okay? So this is the ABC from the standard form. Standard form, there's no parentheses. And like I recommend when you get standard form and that is not in order, then write it in order. That makes you solve the question easier. All right? So I told you our goal, today's goal is what? Getting axis of symmetry, right? So now you know how to get your ABC. So we will use this ABC to find the axis of symmetry. And here's the formula. So axis of symmetry formula, that is what? X equals negative B over 2A. Negative B over 2A. So that's my axis of symmetry. So you need to like say it 10 times, then you will memorize it. Negative B over 2A, negative B over 2A, negative B over 2A, negative B over 2A. I said 5 times, I think. So you do 5 more, all right? So memorize this one, negative B over 2A, and this B and that A, that is from this one. So depends on the function, you need to figure out A, B, C first, and after that you're using A and B, and you make the fraction like that. Then that number will be what? Your axis of symmetry. Okay? So actually, from here, it's the same problem. Look, I just use the same thing. 2x squared plus 3x plus 4. We already know our ABC. My A is 2, B is 3, C is 4. Right? And then, do you see it? I make negative here. This negative is like just negative. You always have this negative. And then do you see this parentheses? When you substitute a number, you need to have a parentheses, right? So for this one, negative B over 2A. So negative my B, which is 3, right? And 2A. 2 is just there. That's the form. So 2, I need to write 2 outside of the parentheses. 2, and instead of A, you put 2. Right? So do you see it? I got negative 3 over 2 times by 2. So if you can simplify any number, you can do it, but this time nothing to simplify. So you can just write negative 3 over 4. Alright? That's it. So what my axis of symmetry for this one is? X equals negative 3 over 4. Like that. Alright? And then let's look at B. So it's the same thing. So we already know our ABC, which is 1, 1, negative 1. Right? And then axis of symmetry. So negative, I'm going to write it here, negative B, that's supposed to be B, over 2A. So this is my A, right? And then let's put the number. So negative, what's my B? 1. So you put 1 here. What's my A? 1. So you put 1 here. Then you get negative 1 over, what's 2 times by 1? That is 2. So what? Negative 1 over 2. That's my axis of symmetry. Okay? So my answer is negative 1 over 2. So, you know, I just have the number here, but do you see this equal? So x equals negative 1 over 2. Right? So let's write it here. X equals negative 1 over 2. Because that's the line, you know, axis of symmetry, that's a line in the middle. Right? And look at this one, guys. So my ABC, I told you this is not in order. So you need to rewrite it as an order, or you can just write it negative 1, and my B is negative 5, and my C is 10, right? So actually, like C, like we will use it soon, but this time for the axis of symmetry, we are not using C, right? So we are just using A and B. So my axis of symmetry, same thing, negative B over 2A. So my B, what's my B? My B is negative 5. Don't forget your parentheses, alright? And 2. And my A is negative 1 again. Negative 1, like this, right? And guys, look, how many negative signs do you have? 1, 2, 3. 3 negative signs, then the total number will be negative number. So I'm gonna keep my negative sign here because this negative will cancels out, right? So I got negative only, and then just do the number. 5 over 2 times by 1, which is 2. So negative 5 over 2. So my axis of symmetry will be negative 5 over 2. So you know what, axis of symmetry, that's my x-coordinate of the vertex. Okay? So right now, so tomorrow, after tomorrow's lesson, you can get the vertex from the standard form, but today we are getting x-coordinate of the vertex. And x-coordinate of the vertex we call, that's the axis of symmetry, right? So look at this one, guys. The last one, my a, x squared, so that's 1, right? My a is 1, and my b, negative 3, my c, nothing, so 0, right? So axis of symmetry when x is what? My formula, negative b over 2a, right? And put b here, my b is negative 3. And my a, that's 1. So negative, negative cancels, so you get 3 over 2. So my axis of symmetry is 3 over 2. Okay, that's it. So you know what, today's I want you to know how to get axis of symmetry from standard form, and to use that you need to know what's a, b, and c so that you can put the number in the formula, right? So you need to memorize this formula for today and have it on your notebook, all right? And then to do this one, this is before you're using the formula, you're supposed to know what is your a, b, and c. Told you, order matters. So if the order is not in order, not the right order, then you need to change it. Or you need to go by the power. Okay, what is my a? X, the number in front of the x squared. What is my b? The number in front of x. What is my c? Constant. Told you, a cannot be 0, but b and c could be 0. Alright? So please go over this one and do your homework and submit it. Don't forget your Alex 20 minutes, one topic. Alright? Bye guys. Have a good day.